gaming and gambling addiction. When something is out of proportion, it becomes an addiction. When you do something to make you feel happy, or you are always moved to do a particular thing that you feel good about, it becomes an addiction. Some addictions are fine if it becomes a better routine that can better your life. But if you are involved in an addiction that will jeopardize your overall well-being and put others around you under a stressful condition, it becomes a bad addiction. So we are going to look at gaming and gambling addiction in a very bad light, most especially for our young ones. In this era of internet, we have a lot of gaming online. We have a lot of online gambling. Young persons are going in there to spend time, spend resources, okay, in there. What are some of the effects, negative effects of gaming and gambling addiction? There are a number of effects it has on a young person, even as an adult. Overall well-being of any person, gaming and gambling addiction is not right. Now, first, it strains relationship, destroys relationship. How does gambling destroy relationship? Time you would have spent with family, you use it to go to a gambling section or a gambling place. Time you would have used to spend with your family to bond, you spend it online or offline playing one kind of game that will take all your time, which is not healthy for a good family relationship. Then, it's strong relationship because if you are addicted to gambling, you can steal from your parents. For those who have partners or have relations they stay with, they can steal from them in order to go and fulfill their quests for gambling. And so when you are caught, these individuals might not be happy with you. So that's why it is very bad to get involved addictively into gaming and gambling. Once in a while, you can just play small games to make you happy. But when it has become an addictive way of doing things, it will actually strain relationship. Another thing is it affects work performance. Because you are busy online, looking for games you want to play, looking for gambling sites you want to gamble with, time you would have used to be productive at work, you will use it, sit in front of a screen or leave your workplace to go and gamble around or to go and play game that will take your time. This has negative effect on your productivity. That's another negative effect of gambling and gaming addiction. The next one I want to talk about is it makes you spend a lot of money, leads you to debt. If you are an addictive gambler, you will spend a whole lot of money gambling. You fail today, you think if you play tomorrow, you are going to win tomorrow. So at the end of the day, you start sourcing for money, looking for money here and there. To do what? To go and gamble around. There are some games that they bet on, you have to put money. You feel that if you play today, you are going to collect the other people's money. Greed. People are tempted by greed to do all of this. So it puts you in a bad shape when it comes to your finance. It leads to debts, makes you spend too much money on unnecessary thing that does not yield good results. Then, physical and mental health. It can actually destroy your mental health. Now you go for gaming or you go for gambling, you lose, you are depressed. You lose, that excitement has died off. Your body mechanism is low. Okay, your mental health is at stake now because all your thoughts are just there. You see yourself as a failure, and that is interpreting into something bad for you. Then since you are not happy, you are not stable, you are not focused, The next time you're going to go there, you're going to go there with the aim of, I want to make it. So you go aggressively and go and do emotional betting and emotional gaming in order to win the one you have lost. At the end of the day, you will still lose. And then it's affecting you gradually. Cumulatively over time, it becomes an issue. And it becomes worse if these have led you to debt. It leads to proper mental health issue. Some, in some instances, can get clinically depressed to the extent that they will really need help. So if you've gotten to this stage, go look for help. Go seek for help. Then for our young ones, this can actually make them to lose focus in whatever they are doing. We look at it makes them abandon their educational pursuit for young ones. They want to look for money in order to gamble. They look at education as a scam because they feel if I bet or if I gamble this, I'm going to make it big. What's the need of going to school? So let me just do this because this is what will give me the whole lot of money that I need on the long run. So let me just forget about education. So they are not serious with their education. They are not serious with themselves. You give them homework, they will not do it. They neglect schoolwork. They neglect even coming to school. Their education suffers because they think that gambling and gaming is going to give them the big money. And so they get addicted to it. At the end of the day, they gain nothing. They become depressed. It has become a health issue for them. Now it leads to stress. It leads to stress because the quest to make money, the quest to win, the quest to be the best will put a mental strain on your mental health. You get stressed out. Sometimes because you are thinking of tomorrow I'm going to play big, tomorrow I'm going to win, it deprives you of your sleep. You have neglect your sleep at that point is neglected. And the more you do this, your general well-being is being affected. You stress yourself emotionally, stress yourself mentally, and it leads to something bad. So will you say that gaming and gambling addiction is right? No, it's wrong in its whole entirety. So if you're a young person, if you're an adult, please don't get addicted to these things. Just like you can get addicted to drug and alcohol, same way you can get addicted to gaming and gambling, and in the long run, it has no good effect on the human body. It will not pay you right. It will not pay you well. So focus on achieving your goal instead of getting involved in gaming and gambling. I want to run through it again. What are the effects it has on you as a person? First, it strains relationship. Two, it affects work performance. Three, it affects your social life. Four, physical and mental health. It's jeopardized. It stresses you out. It leads to anxiety and depression. You are anxious. Okay. Then it leaves you in debt. It leaves you in debt. Puts your family under pressure of not even having, because you've used the one you have to gamble around or game up. All right. Then it can lead to non-performance academically. You might not perform well because you are not prioritizing your education. Some of these gambling thing people do can be racing, can be lottery, can be casino, okay? It can be sports betting. I think sports gambling has become very, very prevalent. Our young ones are going in. So please don't make it an addiction. Don't make gambling and gaming an addiction. If you want to play game, you can do that as a form of relaxation. Gambling is tempted by greed. If you do it, you are going to get addicted to it. So it is not good for our general well-being. Let's be one. Our young ones, use your time for something productive and don't get addicted to anything that will have negative effect on your life. So this is it for our tip this morning. Next we'll talk about, in our next episode, we'll look at helpful tips that can help your children adjust to their new school. Helpful tips that can help your children adjust to their new school. That's what we'll discuss in our next episode. Thank you for joining us. This is Class Online School, where we run the Nigerian curriculum. We have issue arising that we put up in counseling section. We have sex education topics that will help your young ones to fit in well and help them to be on the know. Sometimes we'll have business tips. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Share the video if you think there are people that will benefit from it. I'll see you in our next live show or other of our videos where we'll talk about other issues that affect our general world.